I think it's recording.
Is it or is it not?
I'm not 100% sure. Yes, it is. It is. Okay. Week 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. And we are currently I'm in a different setting, as you may notice. Um, I'm in Garrett's bedroom currently, and all of my equipment is different, and the software is different. So if this episode's a little weird, that's why, because Hurricane Milton is coming to destroy us.
Me deepler.
but but if you if you thought that was gonna stop us from recording the episode, then you're wrong. But yeah, I'm not in Orlando because hopefully it's safer over here. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully my house survives though. Anyway, let's get into it. You got absolutely destroyed by me, Spencer.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It
even
was
close.
it was a bad week for me. I had too many injuries and bye weeks to deal with. It was you had a good Thursday night and it's just there was no catching up. And then I don't mind putting up one of my worst weeks against that. I just took the L for that week.
Yeah, well, I would have beat everyone this week because again, I had highest points. I think that's 3 weeks in a row that I have highest points. So I'm rolling. Unfortunately, Kyron Williams goes on bye week for me next week, so I guess we'll get into that. I still think I'm gonna win, but yeah, let's go through some stats. Spencer's technically working right now, so this won't be super duper long. But I get highest points, lowest points. Can you guess who that was, Spencer?
Without checking, I'm gonna rattle it off the dome. I'm gonna go with Sean.
Indeed, it was Sean. 68.72. Sean is 0-5. Sean's team is give me one word for Sean's team, Spencer.
Oh, I was gonna do an analogy,
Yeah, give me an
but one
analogy. Give me
word.
an analogy.
I was just gonna say taking it up the pooper constantly.
Is that an analogy? That's not an analogy.
Uh, is it a simile?
I don't know, but it's not an analogy, I don't think.
That's a metaphor, maybe.
I don't think so. I think that's just a statement about his team.
Uh,
um, largest point gap was you and me, Spencer, which was 55.38, bro. That's like a
yeah,
whole half.
yeah,
That's like a whole
yeah,
half
yeah.
of a team. That's actually the gap
You
between us was almost Sean's score.
yeah, all right, you got that was a double-sided blade on that one. You gotta
Yeah,
calm down.
my fault. My
You
fault.
get your licks in while you can, because there's no way your team's gonna be this consistent going into playoff
No, they're definitely
time.
not. But I'm 4-1 now, and I have like a 96% chance to make the playoffs. I think if I win one more, I'm like pretty much there.
There's a lot of weeks still to go.
Yeah. What is What week are we? What week are we done? Not like which? What's the week before playoffs start? What's the cut? 12?
No, it's a 18-week season now, so it should be 14 is the last week, I think, because 15 is what the first playoff, 16, and then 17 is a championship. So,
Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty confident about my team so far this year, but
we're at what? We're at week
yeah,
six.
we're going
So
into week 6. That was week 5.
after next week's final, after week seven's final, that is the exact halfway mark of the regular season for fantasy.
Say that again? I wasn't listening.
After next week, so after we play that, there's gonna be this weekend, and then
Uh-huh.
after next weekend, after those games are final,
Mhm.
when week seven is concluded, that'll be the exact halfway of the
Okay.
regular season
Okay.
fantasies.
And the Giants won a couple of days ago, which just feels good. Now we go into Sunday night football against the Bengals, which I don't know if that's in Cincy or MetLife or what, but
That's a home game, but we haven't performed
oh,
there
ho,
well, so
ho. Patrick Mahomes. Um. Anyway, lowest point gap. Moving on was the Dad versus Chris matchup, which was 11.38. Another not very small point gap for our smallest one. So all these games were pretty one-sided ish. Um, most bench points. Shannon takes her first L and has 71.3 points sitting on her bench. Let's go peek at that really quick just to show you what She had Mark Andrews on her bench with 7.5, which didn't hurt her because she had Pat Fryermuth with 7.7 in her lineup. Chase Brown with 14.9. Darnell Mooney popped off with 27. Matt Stafford got outscored by Jordan Love, so that was a correct play. And Tutu Atwell had 9.5. But yeah, 71 points on her bench. And
So
she
she's just
lost.
like pretty much gonna lose regardless. Is what it sounds like.
If she had started Jordan Love, she would have scored another. I'm sorry, she did start Jordan Love. If she had played Darnell Mooney over Debo, that would have given her another 25 points, and she lost by 17. So she could have won her matchup if she had started Darnell Mooney. Can't blame her for that, though. I mean, who saw Darnell Mooney going 27 points this week in that matchup? I think that was Thursday night too, so
Yeah, it was.
she would have had to start him early. Most scrimmage yards was
I would
Jamar
like to say
Chase.
Garrett got the win, and I called Garrett getting the win. So
Shannon's gonna be mad at you for that. She's gonna say, "Why do you hate me?"
that was more. That was more for Garrett because he was like, "Bro, why did both you guys think I suck?" I was like, "No, I projected you to win."
Bro clearly didn't actually watch. Jamar Chase had the most scrimmage yards this week, and that is Chris's player. Unfortunately, Chris still lost a dad. Um, he had
Yeah,
a
makes me
hundred.
a little bit nervous about Sunday Night Football.
Wait, say it again.
I said it makes me a little bit nervous about Sunday Night Football. But freaking
Oh,
Jamar Chase is like going off in the last
yeah,
couple weeks.
yeah. He had 193 yards. I mean, our defense is definitely gonna get scored on. It's really a question of if our offense can keep up. So
Yeah.
Tyrone Tracy up number 6 on most scrimmage yards, dude. 130. And Darius Slayton was number 8 with 122, popping off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster making the list with 130. What the hell? All right, that's it for the statistics. I'm gonna pop into the standings real quick. Hopefully everyone can see all this. Again, I don't know. I think it's good. Yeah, I think you guys can see all that. Pretty sure I have that set up properly. And I actually like this software. This is OBS. I'm probably gonna change to this, but I'm gonna have to play around with it. I can fit more things on the screen, so I can always have a little. I don't know. I'll mess with it. Episodes might look a little different from here on out, but I'm 4-1. Nathan's 4-1. Veronica and Andrew both moved to 3-2. You're 2-3. Sarah's 2-3. Sean is still winless at 0-5. Feels bad. Shannon dropped to 4-1. Dad, Garrett, and Mom are all 3
Or
and
4-1,
2.
4-1, 4-1. Okay, okay, I see. I just went over to the net. Sorry. I'm with you. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep rattling it off.
Dad, Garrett, and Mom all went to 3 and 2. Chris is at 2 and 3, and Beth and Ben are both at 1 and 4. But it's actually still giving Sean a 6% chance to make the playoffs. So if he scrapes together a few wins, he could be good. I don't know if you see my points for is at 578, and Sean's point for is at 398.
That's
So I have almost
a little
scored
rough.
200 more points than him. Garrett just walked in, by the way, interrupting us, even though I'm in his
So I might
room.
say, hey,
Spencer says, hey. He said, hey. All right. Yeah, that's where we're at. Ooh, let's go to next week's matchups, yeah?
sure.
So I actually don't know who's playing who. I haven't even looked at these. We are watching an ESPN ad right now. Okay, we're good. 4-1 matchup alert. I'm playing against Nate. Guess we can start there since I'm already talking about it. I might get Devontae Smith back. We'll see.
I'm pretty sure he loses Nico. I think he
Nico
had
is
Nico,
on
right?
IR. He loses Aaron Jones on bye week. Hi, Keekers. Yeah, I'm gonna just easy pick me to win this. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty strong.
I correctly picked Nate to win last week against Beth. I think this week he takes the L. Unfortunately, he's Nico seemed to have been the driving force for his team,
Nico's been really good. He went down
and
early, didn't he?
he caught a long touchdown. I think it was like 70 yards or something like that, and then pulled up at the end of it, and apparently pulled his hammy bad enough that they put him on IR.
Oh, 4-week hamstring, huh?
Apparently, yeah.
Yikers. Well, we're both picking me. Easy peasy. I'll be
I
5 and
think
1. I'll
it's
take that.
going. I mean, yeah. No, your team's just doing well right now. He's got Aaron Jones on bye week and Nico out. Yeah,
My team's
unless
just been
he
very consistently good. When someone has a subpar week, somebody else steps up. Like Henry and Kyron 2 weeks ago, both popped off. Both had good weeks, but not great weeks this week. And then Drake London exploded. So it's like somebody's always stepping up. I unfortunately may have a quarterback issue here pretty soon because I don't I don't know if Justin Fields is going to continue to start, and I have Geno
Yeah,
Smith. So
I'm gonna be, and he's playing Thursday night. I'm gonna be a little bit funny to see how you navigate that. But
I don't think I want to play Geno versus San Francisco on Thursday night after they just came off a loss to the Giants, and this is their third game in 11 days, I think. If that number's correct, they played Monday night into a Sunday night into a Thursday night. Yeah, I think it's 3 games in 11 days. That's insane. I'm not playing him. I'm about to drop him to the waivers actually.
jeez,
Or I'm dropping Justin Fields. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'll figure that out. Um,
whatever. I'm taking you.
moving on. Mom versus Andrew. Got Crazy Cat Mom versus Booger Smoke Show. Mom has Jettas on bye and Patrick Mahomes on bye. And
Mm,
Andrew's team appears like they'll all be good. Jordan Addison, Raheem Mostert on bye, but I don't know if he was starting either of them anyway. James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, both questionable. Those look like cues. I thought Jonathan Taylor's injury might put him sidelined for a week or two, so we'll see what happens with that. I think I'm just going to take Andrew to take this one. Mom has Romeo Dobbs, who I guess was unhappy with the way the Packers were using him, so he was like out but healthy. It's like a healthy scratch for last week's game, I think. I don't even know.
I'm not sure. Mom's got some moves to make, but if she finds, got Brian Thomas has been doing pretty well. You can fill in for Jettas.
Brian Thomas has been good.
She finds a quarterback off the waiver. I don't know. I think it might be closer than you're anticipating if Andrew has some injury concerns.
I didn't say
But
it wasn't gonna be close.
I'm probably going Drew on this one too.
Yeah. Are we? We both took me. We both took Drew. Then we're gonna all have all the same picks this week.
No,
No. All right, moving on. 1-4 Elizabeths versus the 2-3 Christophers. Yeah, give me I don't know actually. This one's Stephon Diggs is now next man up, number one for the Texans for Elizabeth's team, so that's good for her. Her running backs are definitely an issue, but she gets Saquon back, so they're actually not as bad as I thought. She gets Jalen Hurts back. Ooh, yeah, give me Beth. Give me Beth this week, even though Chris has Jamar. What do you think?
curious to see if Shakir comes back too for Monday. I'd feel more comfortable with Beth's team if he also came back. But
I will say Chris has neighbors on IR who should be good to go this week.
yeah, if Neighbors is in and he's all good to go. I think Jamar and Neighbors Wombo combo Sunday Night Football. If that game goes how I was expecting it to, then I really
I think
think
I think both of their teams are actually going to be pretty high scoring this week, but give me Beth because I think the Eagles are going to beat the hell out of the Browns.
I think Chris. The Jags have some London voodoo magic, so
Are they going to London?
user
Hmm.
9:30 a.m.
And Trevor Lawrence just got their first win of the year on his birthday.
Yeah, I think maybe they build a little momentum. They seem like they're getting it together.
Could be. I think I told you, I said it's because he turned 25 and his frontal lobe finally fully developed. So he finally learned how to play football. Okay, we finally got a split on that one. All right, here's the real question. The 0-5 Sean's versus the 2-3 Sarah's. And for some reason, right now, Sarah's only projected 62 points.
She's got one of her receivers on bye week, and her quarterback is currently projected to 0, so that's probably part of it.
Who's on bye week for her?
She's got Worthy on bye week.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. I'm sure. I think Ty
But she gets
Johnson's
back. She gets back
projections.
Gibbs, Dobbins, and Goff this week. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's huge for her. I'm assuming all three of them are going to her lineup. Ty Johnson to the bench. Derek Carr is definitely going to the bench. Dobbins replaces her flex. This could be a close one too. If Sean's team actually does anything. Are you
I
picking
expect.
Sean's first win?
I'm actually taking my wife. I'm expecting Jaden to actually struggle here against the Baltimore D with his first hiccup of the year.
That's true, but he has
I'm
Kyler
also,
still, doesn't he?
yeah, he's got him on the bench right now though.
He could throw in
But
The Kyler Marvin Harrison stack.
I'm also real curious to see. He's got the Jets going against the Bills Monday night. Two matchups I think are gonna, or two players that are gonna pretty much probably decide the week for him. And I'm really curious to see how the Jets do now that they fired their coach. I think they're gonna come out and lay a fucking goose egg, but I could be wrong.
The Jets?
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
expecting the Bills to just wallop them.
oh, that's gonna be an insane game. Are you kidding? You know what happens first game after a head coach gets fired? Teams are like in the last couple of years, teams are like 10-2. They always slaughter for one game, and then they
Yeah,
suck
that's
ass
when
the
the
rest of the
coach
year.
is the actual problem. In this case, I don't think Salah was the actual problem.
It was a weird firing, and they like escorted him out of the building without letting him address the team or something. The hell is that? Like, let coach talk to the boys. Let him say goodbye. What the? Anyway,
Yeah, I'm taking Sarah.
give me give me Sean's first W, and the score is gonna be Sean scoring. Has he topped 70 points this year?
Yeah, I
he's
think
gonna
so.
he's gonna do it. He's gonna have a good week this week. He can't go 0-6. That is insane. Uh, Sean's gonna put up 101, and Sarah's gonna put up like 97.
Week 3, he had 111 points,
Okay.
and lost to Veronica, who put up 112.
Oh man, that's I forgot that was week one.
That was
That
3.
was
Week
week
2, he had like 93 points and still lost.
That's so rough. Okay, so he's had
The
some good
rest of the
weeks.
rest of the weeks, he's hovered around 68 to 70 points in that zone.
He's had some good weeks, just been a little unlucky, and also a little shitty as well. All right, so you took Sarah,
Yep.
and I took Sean on that one. Let's move on to Benjamin versus Shannon. 1-4 versus 4-1. Shannon coming off her first loss, and Tyreek Hill goes on bye. I'm assuming Shannon's gonna put Darnell Mooney into her lineup and then be sad when he gets like 2 points. But Mooney kind of pops off with Kirk Cousins.
Ben gets Montgomery back.
Monty's huge. He still has Jameson Williams and Mike Williams. Hey, do we have any more players named Williams that Ben could pick up and just have like an all Williams team? If he gets Caleb
Uh,
Williams and anyone else fantasy relevant who's named Williams,
not that I can think of.
just rename his team to like the Williamses or something. That'd be fun.
I don't think Ben gives a shit about his team name, but I do think Joe Burrow is going to spank our secondary, and Monty's going to go off. And
Fantasy wise, yes.
the
And
Steelers defense is going to spank Vegas. Give me Ben on this one for a second win.
I will take I'll take bounce back week for Shannon. Jordan Love versus the Cardinals is going to be a big week for him. Alvin Kamara bounce back week versus the Bucks. See what else Shannon does to her roster because Rashee Rice is officially out for the year, even though it's not really hindering her by holding an IR spot. But I think her Jordan Love was kind of what carried her through the first week, and then I mean her team's been solid aside from the quarterback position. I think it's just a
You
rough,
sound like you're
rough
trying to
week.
justify your pick.
Definitely not. No, I was actually just looking at her team, like trying to figure out how she's been winning consistently. Um, I mean, it's all luck, right? So
Yep. 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 Yep.
I'll
Yep.
take Shannon though. Moving on to you versus Veronica. You're 2-3. She is 3-2. Josh Allen versus the Jets. I think. Let's see. Your team's not bad. Veronica's team's not bad. Actually, Cortland Sutton's been pretty good, I think, right? Bo Nick's kind of been tossing it to him. She's got Chiefs D on bye. Couple of smaller names on bye. And
Got
oh
both
my
of the
God,
defenses
yeah,
on by.
I was about to say both these are on bye. Do you getting Joe Mixon back or what?
I have no. Honestly, I would have expected him back this past week, but maybe this week finally. They said he was like week to week, but that was week 2, and it's week what 6 now. I feel like if it was going to be a 4 week injury, they would have just put him on IR.
Yeah, you're gonna get Nick Chubb before you get Joe Mixon. Zach, how do you feel about Zach Moss versus the Giants?
I'm honestly monitoring it. He got a little dinged up last week, so I may end up flexing him out of there and putting somebody else in. I'm not sure yet.
Have we been getting run on like that? The screen passes are kind
We
of killing us, but
we got absolutely destroyed week 2 with Jaden and Brian Robinson
that's
gashing
true.
us.
Yeah.
Since then, we've been really good at stuffing the run though.
Mm,
Like I think we've held teams to less than 100 rushing yards since then.
okay. So you got Purdy and Mason on Thursday Night Football. It's so hard to predict that Seahawks Niners game, but I think that's a big part of your team.
I think it's going to be a banger personally. I think the Niners are going to be fucking pissed that they're literally 2-3 right now. They're got the same record as me. They're going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
coming out firing.
It could be, but it also could be one of those ones where offenses do nothing. Like it might go into halftime like 3-3, like 0-3 or something. What's the over under on that one?
I don't know. If the Giants can carve up the fucking Seahawks defense, I have a feeling Skittles is gonna do no problem going over the middle on them.
Yeah.
I think most of the receivers are doing well. I think Ayuk finally got his step back. Debo did okay last week. I think it was literally just a fluke loss that they ended up losing to whoever the hell they lost. Oh, the
Mm.
Cardinals.
By the
It's
way,
just those division games get a little weird. So honestly, I think their offense is doing fine. I think it's just a matter of their team clicking again.
okay. Niners Seahawks is a 49.5 over under, which is pretty high. So Vegas is expecting that game to be pretty high scoring. Um, she also has Amon Ra, and that game, that Lions Cowboys game, is a 52.5 point over under. Ah, this is a tough one. Rashad White's been like kind of splitting with that Bucky Irving guy. Amari Cooper versus the Eagles. I don't know how to predict the Josh Allen game.
All you have to know is I have the better Bills tight end. That's all you need to do to predict it.
It is Dalton Kincaid versus Dawson Knox, huh? Better tight end wins. I'll take Nah, I don't know.
I'm going me. And I didn't feel comfortable last week. I picked myself out of pity. This week I feel pretty comfortable. No offense, V.
I'll take Veronica just to be different. I kind of feel like you might win this one, but Veronica's team might surprise. Sorry, V. I have full confidence in you.
We have a very fun matchup this week, just because we the Bills overlap, and then we have on the opposite side, she's got Amon Ra versus my CD going against each other in the
Yeah.
same
Oh,
game.
yeah, in the same game. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We'll see who she ends up getting for her defense. She's gonna have to drop one of her defenses, unless she
Or
picks up a
nah,
third one and
she'll probably
drops like B
drop
Ryan or
fucking
something.
B Ryan. Yeah, nobody wants that dude.
Yeah, he's kind of washed now. All right, moving on. Last matchup. What's our runtime at?
I don't know.
25
but
minutes. We're doing pretty
we
good.
got we got one more, right?
Yep, last one. The 3-2 Dad versus 3-2 Garrett.
By the way, I'd just like to say props to Dad, rattling off 2 wins back to
Yeah,
back.
Dad's going crazy. This might be his best record through 5 weeks.
Brother picked up Kareem before he was even finally announced it was gonna sign with the Chiefs. Like that guy's
He's
playing 5D chess
that
trying
was
to
that
stay
was a
ahead.
5-head move, dude. Yeah, that's a smart move. Garrett won last week, right?
He did. He beat
And
somebody.
he had
He
picked up
beat
Tyrone Tracy and started Tyrone Tracy, which was a really good start because
those top flex, yeah.
he's the Singletary owner. Garrett's team looking good though, dude. He's got Waddle on bye, Singletary coming back, D Hop who might be on a new team here soon, Sam Laporta who's been mid, but then AJ Brown is coming back maybe this week, and he still has Brian Robinson, Lockett's, Josh Downs is but ETN. He's got Dak in this big, massive Lions Cowboys game, so this could be tight though because the Dad has Lamar, and that's also supposed to be an insane game. Unfortunately for Dad, Kareem and Travis Kelce are both on bye week now.
Yeah. I'm expecting big games from Jackson and Reed though, and I think Wandale's still gonna get him a good like 9-10 points at least.
Reed should have a massive game. I'd be surprised if Reed doesn't go 25 plus points this week.
Another fun matchup. I'm also curious to see what happens with ETN. He may not end up playing due to a shoulder injury. But he gets AJ Brown back this week though. He said he should be back.
He's just questionable. I don't know what his actual projection is. He might be back this week. He was listed as out for the past few weeks, but he's questionable now. So
I'm gonna take Garrett. I think Dad drops this one, but it's not because I think Dad's gonna do bad. I think Garrett's just gonna do pretty well this week.
I think they're both going to do pretty well, which is why these are a lot of hard matchups to pick this week. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, I think this is going to be, very clearly favored in one way or another. I think even with the bye weeks, like Kelsey finally started doing something, but Dad's been getting a few wins anyways. I don't know. Tank Dell could have a good game, right? Alec Pierce, he's been pretty good with Joe Flacco. If Dad wants to start him, actually, Dad can't really start him. He just needs a running back and a tight end. He's got like 3 wide receivers on his bench, aside from Tajay Spears. Oh, this Emmanuel Wilson guy's a running back. I don't even know who that is. I'm going to take Dad still. He gets Austin Eckler back, right? He has to mess with his IR bit, but yeah, I'll take Dad in this one. It looks like it's going to be real tight.
I already wrote down because I knew you were taking him.
Neck and neck.
Coward.
Garrett, I don't hate your team, bro. Trust me. I just think this is a lot of really close matchups this week.
Oh, can we get production to cut a clip together of the last 5 videos where you said Garrett was going to lose every single match?
That is something I might actually be able to do. Did I not pick Garrett a single time this year?
No idea. Let me go back. You took Garrett week 2. I have no idea what you did week 1,
Okay.
but that's the only one that you projected him to win in.
I'll pick you next week, Garrett. All right. That's a hurricane show, I think.
Yeah, I do need to get back to work here. I heard my phone ringing while we were
Oh my
doing this.
god! All right, have fun at work. Hopefully, if we survive, I'll see you guys all next week.
Oh, by the way, bro, if you pull up the weather app, if you look at the line, like the middle line of the path of the trajectory. I can't talk right now. Sorry.
Hmm.
The trajectory of the path, the middle of like where the eye is supposed to go is literally like 2 blocks south of us right now.
I needed to keep going south. I need my house to be all right.
I think you guys are only gonna get some outer bands at this point. I
I'm
don't think it should
hoping
be too bad.
so. I'd love to return to a house that's not underwater. So, anyway, see you all next week. GG's.
Deuces.
Sean's getting his first win.
Nah.